Well, we're going to have a first ride of the year. Um, Mainly because honestly, it's going to get really cold for like a while and won't get to ride because, well, with this kind of stuff comes easily torn muscles. But I also said I was going to show everybody when I felt like I was getting a handle on those trails that I was introducing to people to on Draper Mountain. So like once I got a handle on a trail, I'd take y'all back down it so you could actually see it in Happy Time Fun Zone. Well, I've got a really good feel for Gravy Train. Not perfect, but pretty damn good. And it's the first ride of the year, January 1st, 2025. Hey, look at me getting that right. So we're at Draper Mountain. See, we're at Draper Mountain. And we're going to go ride Gravy Train. And it should be a lot of fun because Gravy Train, as I said when I did the test run when it was covered with leaves, I had a feeling it was a really great trail. It's a really great trail. It is a lot of fun and it hauls butt. And so I'm going to gear up and I'll see you at the top. All right. Well, as you could see, we're up at the top of the mountain. Down there's the trail. That's the way up to TNT. A little chilly getting up here as I fix my ear because that's great footage. A little chilly getting up here, but honestly, not all that bad. Also going to get trail forks running here. Not that I really want it for speed. Or even getting lost because I'm pretty sure I know which way I'm going on this. But if this looks familiar, it's because it's also the top of McTwist. We will break off at one point, but we start the same. And then you folks will get to see what Gravy Train looks like on a gray day, but clear leaves. Well, depending on how much. There's a lot of wind last night, so there might be quite a bit blown onto the trail. I mean, nothing compared to the first big drop of the year. See my awesome timing with that? Hit the jump right in time to be saying big drop. Amazing, wasn't it? Come on, that was amazing. No, it wasn't. That was me looking at my foot. And now we're on the Gravy Train. And now we're at where zip code hooks up. And the reason we're stopping is so we can look inside the mailbox. See? Gnome. Mailbox. Zip code. Get it? All right. Now, back to Gravy Train. Yeah, the stop at zip code wasn't really because I had to stop for any reason. It was just, screw it. I think the gnome and the box are cute. This, as far as I'm concerned, is a fun trail. And that's Gravy Train. And this is the actual spot I'll stop, because for some reason I just cannot find my way through that. As soon as I get past it, it's like, oh well, it's really obvious. And then every time I come up to it, it don't seem so damned obvious. But that is Gravy Train, and Gravy Train is awesome. Love that trail. Absolutely love that trail. And now we are on Park Avenue, and we have a nice, relatively straight back down the mountain. But really, Gravy Train is one of my favorite trails. It's got techie stuff. I mean, even without riding the features, it's got lots of rocks that make it techie. Got some nice corners. A couple of small jumps. I could ride that trail all day and never get bored. So there it is, first ride of the new year, and it was a fun one. And that is what Gravy Train looks like without all the leaves. Pretty dang awesome if you ask me. That is just more fun than an old fart like me should be allowed to have. But I'm allowed to have it anyway. Neener. So, hold up. Get trail fork stopped here. And we can do all nice and submitted. Get the vehicle opened. Ah, man. So it was chilly. Until I got about halfway up the mountain, and then because I was hiking up a mountain, it got the opposite of chilly. I'm sweating. But that's something else I have learned about the Yeti. The type of trails like Gravy Train and No Quarter, that is where this bad boy really comes to life. You know, it's fine on loop trails. I mean, it's meant to do it. But hurtling down a mountain with 5 tons of rocks and corners and all kinds of wee fun stuff like that, that is what the Yeti would really like to do with its day. And when you get it going on something like that, it is the mistake eraser. The right line is the line I'm pointing it in, and it is a lot of fun hauling butt down something like that with that. Call that a recommendation. But there it is. We'll go back to the initial rides with that Yeti and getting to learn it. Because yeah, literally, I haven't filmed for the channel in weeks because of the weather and some other stuff, some health issues. I.e., I got a big wad of gel injected into my knee. But it is what it is. I got a bad knee. But so we haven't filmed or really traveled much. Also, daylight savings going back to standard time kind of bones us on long rides, what we could day trip. But it's the first day of the year. I promised you a good view of Gravy Train when it was clear, and I knew it a little better. Just like I'll have to do the same with TNT and McTwist. And there it was. First day of the year, first ride of the year. And that is what Gravy Train looks like without all the leaves on earth. And me going, I think the trail might go over here, maybe? I don't know. I'm lost. Let's see what Trail Fork says, which is how all of my test runs went, because it had just, all the leaves had dropped. And to the crew who come up here at Draper Mountain to clean off these trails, man, you guys are great, because those trails, I had so much fun on Gravy Train today. McTwist is clear. And even Leslie, who was kind of afraid of this type of riding, has been doing No Quarter. So, man, you guys are great. Thank you so much for what you do. Honestly, if I wasn't a little out of my routine ride range as far as driving, I'd come out and help you guys because these trails are great. So anyway, that's it. We'll go back to the test rides on the Yeti, on the new toy, next week. But for this week, Happy New Year. And may all your riding keep you out of the hospital. You know what I mean? Laters.